messages you'd like to give?
Only other reason that in
My name's Jared, I come with love.
and that as a result
Ties into
what they had to say.
it's getting the the roads for now.
I didn't know.
I know he did.
Asking out light and love, any spirits want to make the repress?
Talking. Rick.
Do you have any messages you'd like to give?
Only other reason that in
You.
Can you tell me who I'm talking to, please? My name's Jared, I come with love.
and that as a result
And that answer is all. Who am I speaking to?
I've been long cast.
oh my minimum
That's what he said. How fine. It's the first time, Mastermind.
oh who killed Mr. Cleet now which is it?
If you look at the first response where it says use the hallmarks of love to connect it, right?
Yeah.
Which they've told us before that love is just a spiritual connection in the real world. You know,
Yeah.
Love, is what connects us. Love is anything else divides us. Love connects us,
Yeah.
brings us together. So that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, it does make sense.
Yes.
And it does have it has relevance to the way we use these devices. Some of the answers I don't find they flow,
Yeah.
but there is something, as always, there's something in there, and it's like you can, some of these answers are open to interpretation, but then some of them are standalone.
Where it says about me knowing who I am, I can attribute that to being the person who was doing the session. I can attribute that to my own journey. I am a lot more comfortable in my own skin now, and I think you've seen that as a progression on this channel over the course of the last few months. And that's in thanks to some of these sessions. That's in no small thanks to people that I have immediately around me, and you, Rich. You have been so helpful in me being able to sort of express myself much more openly and try and articulate my thoughts than I have been before. And I believe it's like I keep having this coming up each time, and a lot of sensitives are feeling this really, really oppressive energy. I think Jessie Ann, when she came on the show a couple of months back, she described it as assassination energy. It's like really harmful, really sort of just really oppressive energy that we have mentioned in the last couple of shows. We mentioned it in the Now debate as well, and it's just like having. And for me personally, looking at that, I can take some relevance in some of the responses there, because I have literally had to like take stock of what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, what's happening, and literally take time out each day to take like a couple of deep breaths and just sit, be peaceful, just let the world sort of wash over me.
Pass by, Auntie. And building services. I've almost got it. And you asked. Steam engine.
You're talking about them.
Ties into
What they had to say.
It's getting the.
So what's your reaction then, Richard, to what this is saying?
Well, from a spy Antifa, as most of you would have heard about Antifa, this, you know, over the last coming months.
The Anti-Defamation League.
Losing the key, like I said, I don't know, almost got it. It's a steam engine of how we show our love. Well, that's quite an interesting terminology. It's a steam engine.
It is.
Well, it's kind of, if you think about a steam engine, what is this? Pressure. So it's the pressure we are putting on these people is how we show our love. It has always suggested and mentioned and kept at the forefront of every, even if it's obscure, it's always kept love.
Yes.
As the guide. It's always said that love is the key. Love is your guide. Love is the way you'll get through this. Love will make a better world. Love will make all this go away. It's always said that.
Yeah.
Now, that's something you can't, that is something that is categorically undeniable in this message. It has never refrained from, it's never said you must go out in the streets and kick people's heads in.
No.
It's never said you should forsake this and you should forsake that. It's never said turn your back on these and you know, kill these people and watch these people and, you know, and cause drama and cause pain and suffering. It's never, ever in the 12 sessions we did, which equates to about 24 hours, in the sessions we've done since, it never, ever says that.
No.
No, there's something. If there's something you need, there's something that tells you, it makes you go,
Metalist Islamic. Harry Baker's here.
Harry Bikers.
Hidden stores is only about switching.
So my phone decides to actually work.
Well,
Oh, if you want to sue me.
So what I'm doing is it keeps playing a song, so I'm going to play the actual song. It keeps playing.
Machinations.
Very strong, Mr. Van.
You careless. Keep them around here.
Paradise is
I like this one.
divided. Understood. Welcome. Big of a deal it was,
You
Even you, Don.
Years earlier.
leave the music on.
Neighborhood of 34 to 30.
Encapsulate. Is it all?
Yeah.
What version to that? It's really intriguing just about the music. It's awesome. Thank you.
Come on, open the drink.
Yeah, some of it's like you said. In a lot of that, though, I thought was radio, right?
Yeah, I did. I might see if I do a version of it, perhaps without the radio bits, to see if we can put it together a little bit. But I'm showing it in its true form at the moment because at the end of the day, it would be good. I want other people
that's
to
how it
look at
comes through.
That's how it comes through, and I think that's how it's meant to be shown. Because I found that as well, because other people watching this might know references we don't. Like, I can't understand how the hairy bikers would connect this at all.
Yeah, I know, I wouldn't. Hairy bikers.
Yeah.
I've got a saucepan with the hairy bikers on, but I don't know if that's got anything to do with all this. I have got a hairy biker saucepan.
Perhaps that's
unless the saucepans.
Right, I think it's telling us to go and I don't know, run Parliament down with a steam engine while throwing saucepans, perhaps. I'm being facetious here, obviously.
It's a pretty. I got to be honest though, as saucepans goes, it's a pretty bloody good one. It is. It's what do you call it? Coated. It's ceramic coated. Yeah, it's my favourite saucepan.
So what do you mean by 3 being a magic number then?
Coast my name.
New place. But too sick.
So anything further you want to say? Should I try a different app? Should we see what we can get from a different app? Then ding dong.
To
Smell the roads now.
anybody I've ever seen. Religion.
But your mother is asking.
Really can't make that.
So I will see the head.
I didn't think that was English. Is that okay if we try something else?
Oh, that.
Is there anything else you want to see?
No, thank you, Joe.
Fucking hell. Brilliant, thank you. Okay. We believe that this source is either spirit, my brother, or the Council of 12, right? Generally the 3 sources that come through here, right? And you think of that, but, you know, it's 2 brothers talking to each other. It says 2 worlds, true awakening. It's 2 brothers talking to each other. And a lot of the time, when I sit down and do these sessions, like, I'm talking to my brother. I don't think, oh, I'm going to sit and have an ethereal conversation. I'm talking to my brother. Right? If that's where my thoughts are when I'm doing these sessions. That's where I'm reaching out to. I'm reaching out to my brother. He's my brother. Do you know what I mean? That's like where it's the Council of 12. It's coming the same thing with you, And that connection you have with them is very much a love connection. And I know that we have these connections with the Council of 12 as well. Right? It's, as you said, yeah, it's never ever been about being nasty, about being violent, about being horrible.
If you've ever meditated, or you've looked inwardly, or you've had the privilege of being and connecting to spirit, or God, or angels, or anything, right? Even ETs, right? Whatever you've been in contact with, you will know that there's love, right?
Yeah.
There's love connected to that. The purest love you'll ever imagine.
Yeah.
Right? Like mother's love. Right? Is mother's love. And
which is quite interesting you should say that with regards to what it says, well, what would your mother say? It's quite interesting you should say that.
Oh yeah, didn't even think of that. That love is unconditional, right?
Yeah.
And knows the complexities involved in existence.
Yeah. Just like when we went to Speaker's Corner, and that rabbi basically said to us, he said, what is the core message of any holy book on planet Earth? Love thyself, love thy father, love thy neighbour. And that's basically, you know, thy father or mother being, I always think of universe as father, earth being mother. You know, when it says about that, where's your mother going? Now, I think about the things that we say about Earth evolving and all the Earth changes we've seen and tracked over the last few years. That's what I don't think of, like, my actual.
It's insane how simplistic it is.
Yeah.
It's insane how simplistic it is. If I love you, you love me.
Yeah.
And we have one big happy family. Well, that's all. Just that.
Yeah.
If we know our neighbours love us, and that goes across the water and the walls.
But love has been diluted, though, isn't it? It's been created with attachment. It's like we're grown up to like young boys. Take teenage boys, right? We don't look at it through love. We look at it through sex, but. So we put expectations on that of, like, when we're looking for a partner, or she must be this, or she must be that, or she must be this, or must be that. We look at love always through Hollywood as associated with couplings. We don't think of parent, child, brother, sister, mother, father. We don't think of it like that. We always, if someone actually comes to us and doesn't act out of love, we immediately become suspicious of it. What the hell is this person after? You know, and I know I have done it in my life. I've done it where I've been asked by Spirit to do it, and I've done it just out of my own conscience, where I have just literally gone and helped someone just out of love, just because I will not stand by it and see that person suffer. It's as simple as that. I cannot sleep at night knowing that someone has suffered and I could have done something about it. We're not
taught enough.
No,
we're not taught enough. We're not taught enough about our own minds. We're not taught enough about how addictive the things around us can be that are harmful, right? Including sex, pornography, right? And now they lead to darker things like drugs, they say can, right? Yeah. But I think it's more circumstance that leads you on to harder drugs. You look at a classroom, right? Now, I learn differently to you, right? That is a scientific fact.
Oh, of course you do.
I learn differently. Well, not just because of my dyslexia, but just regardless if I didn't have it, I'd learn differently to you.
Yeah.
Right? I might take a few more times to take that shit in. Once it's in there, it's in there. But when you've got a teacher with 40 kids, how is she supposed to make sure everyone takes it in the way they know how? You know, this is what I mean. This is where, you know, you can. And until it's brought into question, this is going to be the world we live in for a very, very long time. You have those who make the rules and don't abide by them, and those who are under the rules and can't step over them. And that's the way it's always going to be.
And this is the way
until we change this.
And this is where we've got to say, you know, and we'll end the video on this, is change it in your own life, guys. Change it in, just look at parts of your life that you're not happy with, or look at parts of your life that don't make sense, and just, You know, I spent years and years and years, and I've shown it in videos on this channel where Spirit said to me, it comes through these sessions. I said it in the last video that I'm now coming to a point I know where I am. You know, that does take guts, yeah. But it also just sometimes just takes you saying fuck it. No, I want to be a person that is there to help people. I want to be a person that's living a life where I'm talking to different people. I'm exploring the world. I'm exploring the strangeness of it all. That's what I want my life to be. Only each of us can make our lives what we want it to be. But also, that becomes a much fuller, a much richer experience when we bring in people and we hold out our hand to people that want to join us on that journey. But the caveat to that is they've got to take it willingly and not use that holding out our hand to bring you down. And the way you muddle through that, like I said in those responses, the road from heaven is love. That's love for yourself, which is so important. You are a unique and beautiful human being in your own right. I don't care what you look like. I don't care who you are watching this, right? There is never, and I know this because I have lost loved ones. And I know this because I've been through so much shit. Richard will say the same, right? It doesn't matter about reincarnation. It doesn't matter about the spirit world, right? There is only one version of you right here, right now. And that is unique. There's no one else quite like that on planet Earth right now. And think about that. Because it's down to you of what you want to make it. And you find that strength to see you through whatever you're going through in your life right now. And if we all started to do a bit of that, then what we're going through now is just going to become a memory.
There's the responses. This is what we're getting. It's the message that we've been saying for a very long time. And it's all starting to be necessary. I mean, it was necessary then. It's even more relevant now. So, you know, it's why we keep saying it.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again soon. Take care.
Love and light, para peeps.
Hi guys, it's Jared from Paranormal Now. I hope you like the channel and hope you like the content. If you do, check out some of the other videos on the screen now and click the button below to subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you soon. Take care of yourselves.